How many people actually that have received large sums of money and 2, 6, 12 months later, the money is gone? That's why we've got shows like I Blew It. Yes, they're inspired by scenarios, cases that we see on a daily basis that people squander the money they received. It could be the money received from lotto winnings. It could be the money received from their parents who passed on. It could be wealth received, inherited, or for that matter, it could be money received from things like road accident fund. Guys, let's talk about this. Why is it the case that people squander the money? You've got classical examples. It could be that they used to have parties, they bought things for family members, they went into wrong business ventures that they were not equipped for, or for that matter, they just lack financial literacy skills. That is just a reality. Why is it that those people were never helped to administer those particular money? Is it because they were not aware? Or is it because they just chose not to take the advice of those who are capable of managing their affairs? Do you have a family member that when you look at them, you're like, this one is my child, but I don't think this one is capable of managing their money? Or this person loves soft life. Therefore, if I were to give, or if this child of mine were to inherit money, they will definitely be traveling the whole entire world, and 6 months later, they will be broke. You probably see that child. You will love that child dearly, but you're worried about their capability of investing. You know they always have that business idea. You know that they are entrepreneurial by passion, but just they're not cut out for it. And as a result, you know very well that if you were to give them that life policy payout, they're going to squander it through business ideas. And it doesn't mean they had wrong intentions to do it, but they're just not gifted in being entrepreneurs. Therefore, all these business ideas that they think about, they are most likely going to squander this money. And you're concerned about their well-being. And we don't want a situation where people squander the money and then they end up resorting to alcohol and that leading to their destructions of their lives. Isn't what can concern you as the parent? How do we deal with this? How to ensure that these kids will be assisted in administering what they're going to inherit from us as parents? I'm talking to you as a parent. Do you have sufficient wealth? How much is going to be payout should you pass on? Is it sufficient enough? Have you ever considered that, okay, Shilly boy, I don't have enough at this stage, but when I pass on, I'm going to have large sums of money because of policies. But I don't want this child, as all those indicators we discussed, to inherit all this money. What should I do to ensure that the well-being of this child I love dearly, it's well catered for? But I hear that the trust is for the rich and the wealthiest. Is it the case, Shileboy? Shileboy says, no, it's not the case. The trust is there for those who needs it. And because you have identified the weaknesses of that particular child you're looking at every day when you're watching the TV, it might be that you need a trust, but it might be that you need a different type of a trust where this trust is formed upon your death, right? And then the appointed people who are professionals in ensuring that the wealth is administered, they assist this particular child with brilliant business ideas to ensure that they don't actually invest in those ideas that we know for sure they're going to fail, because we saw time and time again this particular child not being able to execute those business ideas, right? So that child can actually be assisted where we put and we preserve this wealth payout from policies in the right platforms, where the well-being of this child and that child can be guided into a strategic position where this child can have a better life tomorrow. Don't leave it to uncertain world. Control what happens to their future because you care about them. Sometimes Those we care about, we need to control their destiny because they might not be able to control it. That's why you need to speak to professionals about that, right? Have a chat with some of us and we'll guide you together with your family. Good luck about protecting the wealth. I care about protection of family wealth. Shilly boy.